Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about George Eliot. So let's start with the video. Here is the outline. We have who was George Eliot, her historical and cultural concepts, her personal life, major works, themes in her work, and contribution and legacy. So let's continue. Who was George Eliot? Eliot was being named of Mary Ann Evans, one of the most important English novelists of the 19th century. She chose a male pseudonym to ensure her works will be taken seriously in a literary world that often dismisses female writers, especially in serious fiction. So let's see what next. Historical and cultural concepts. Eliot lived during the Victorian era, a time of rapid industrialization, scientific progress, and strong religious debates. This period was also marked by social and political transformations, which deeply influenced her writing. So let's see. What about her personal life? Mary Ann Evans was highly intellectual and well-read. She translated philosophical works from German and studied theology. Her personal life was unconventional for her time. She lived openly with the philosopher George Henry Lewes, who was married but separate, which created a scandal in Victorian society. Despite criticism, their partnership was strong and deeply supportive throughout her literary career. So now let's talk a bit about major works. So first we have Ada and Bede in 1959, her first novel that it wasn't merely successful. Then we have The Meal on the Floors in 1960, partly inspired by her childhood and family relationships. Marner in 1861 explored themes of insulation, redemption, and community. Middlemarch was another one between 1871 and 72, widely considered her masterpiece, a complex portrait of provincial English life with intertwined plots and deep character philosophy, psychology. And finally, Danielle Deronda in 1876, her final novel reflecting on identity, Jewish culture, and social responsibility. What about things in her work? Well, realism. Eliot focused on ordinary people in everyday life, portraying them with depth, and honesty. Morality and responsibility. Her characters often face ethical dilemmas and consequences for their choices. Women's roles. She highlighted the limitations placed in women in Victorian society. Physiological insight. She is admired for her ability to represent human emotions, struggles, and inner conflicts. Finally, social change. Many of her novels explore the tensions between tradition and progress. So this going to be the last part. So what about her contribution and legacy? George Eliot celebrated as a pioneer of psychological realism in English literature. Her works combine storytelling with philosophical reflection, making them both engaging and intellectually profound. She helped to open the way for later writers, especially women, to be respected in serious literary fields. Today, Middlemarch is often ranked among the greatest novels in the English language for its scope and insight into human society. So that will be it, guys. I hope that you like it. And you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.